morning coffee. Hope everybody is well. I'm a little bit early, so I'm going to hang around for a minute just to wait for people to join. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Another day. Sun's shining. Ali, stop it. Thank you. It's a beautiful day outside. Absolutely beautiful out there. So I'm up, I'm dressed, I'm ready for a day. Yime, good morning. How are you? Are you well? I hope you're not stressing too much. It does no good to stress, mate. It does no good. Trust me, I know. Oh. Sunshine. It's lovely out there. Absolutely lovely. Can't see now. Why did I do that? I've been sleeping all day on and off. Yeah, it's not good, mate. You're worrying about stuff, aren't you? You're worrying about stuff. You got to stop that. What happens when you go in for your operation? There's nothing you can do to change. Okay. When you go in there with a positive attitude. And when you come out, things are going to get better. You know? Hi, George. I think it's George. Welcome. Again, I'm a little bit early today. I only normally go live at 10. However, I was up, I was ready. So here I am. You don't know me anymore. Welcome. You're a Chelsea fan? Well, someone's got to be. Yeah, welcome. I don't know anything about football, so I don't care what you support and who you support. You are more than welcome. Everybody's welcome. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. You was on your phone watching. Yeah, I'm a little bit early, like I say, but I'm here. Marley, come here then. Up you go. Up you go. You're a good boy. Why do I want to look behind me? I know what's there. I don't need to look behind me. Who's this diva you scroll along? Don't know about diva. Good boy. Oh. I don't know about a diva. I'm just a normal everyday bloke. One man and his dog. Look at him. Isn't he lovely? Isn't he lovely? He's so lovely. Oh, he's so lovely. Welcome. Welcome. What? So the channel is called Depression Talks. Why is it called Depression Talks? Let me tell you. The channel is a gateway Plain and simple. It is a gateway to a community of people that suffer with depression, that suffer with anxiety. Jane, good morning. And within the community, everybody helps each other. So everyone's got a different form of depression, whether it be from PTSD, whether it be from bipolar, whether it be from schizophrenia. Good name, Rico Beditz. There's a game that I play called Total Battle, and my name is Rico, and my clan name is Rico's Roughnecks. So, welcome. So, yeah, as I was saying, the channel is a gateway to a community. As simple as that. It's a community where we all help each other, we support each other. I try to offer advice where I can about my own experience with depression and anxiety. I'm not a healthcare professional. I'm just a normal everyday bloke. But I'm here to build this community as big as humanly possible. Alaskan field mice. Why do you want to talk about Alaskan field mice? I don't think I want to know the answer to this, but go on. Why do you want to talk about Alaskan field mice? A little bit random. Throw it at me. Let's do it. Let's talk about Alaskan field mice. Bit fucking random, but there we are. You'll notice I have a smile on my face this morning. Why do I have a smile on my face this morning? Yesterday, I went out and I explored the local dam or reservoir, and it was lovely. I took you guys with me, and we saw things, just stuff, just nature. That's really cool, isn't it, Cass? Rico, thank you. Make sure you subscribe as well, mate. It all helps. It all helps. Every comment, every like. Hello, Uncle Bill. Welcome. Yeah, it all helps. So, yeah, appreciate you being here. I'm assuming that you are over 18. They dig tunnels under the snow to stay warm. That's very clever, isn't it? Adam, good morning. I think I got an eye bogey, eye snot. I got a blurred spot in my vision. Sometimes the males eat the offspring. Yes, they do. And it's understandable sometimes. I 100% understand why some animals eat their offspring. Rick, welcome. Yes, there are a lot of people struggling, and I've noticed that things seem to be getting worse, and they've been getting worse since the time of COVID. Too many people were stuck indoors, and couldn't go out, couldn't do things, and with that, mental health deteriorated, which is really bad. The government didn't give a fuck. They didn't care. I'm not going to get into the politics side of things. For what? For what? COVID's still out there. It's still out there. It's still making people ill. And yes, it killed a lot of people. It ruined a lot of lives. But it's still there. Yes, we're live. Welcome, Follow. Good to see you, mate. What's changed? What's changed in respect to COVID? The vaccine's out there. The vaccine maybe isn't that good. I had the vaccine, which then caused me to have a stroke. Disabled from COVID, yeah, I get it. There's so many people's lives that have been affected by COVID. When COVID hit, it was everything shut down. People stopped going out. They weren't allowed to do this. They weren't allowed to do that. It's a really strange an excuse for them to rip off. I don't know about that. It's a really strange position for us all to have been in. Stop it, Marley. Stop it. I was one of the lucky ones that I went out to work. I was working every day. I was earning good money. And because I worked alone, I was able to do that. I wasn't working in a place where there's other people. It was just me. I was isolated. It was nice. COVID's never going to go away. The difference is so let's compare it to the common flu. Okay. It's the same thing. The only difference is when it was first released, and we say released, it was a really, really dangerous strain. And over a period of time, that strain has got weaker and weaker and weaker. And it's changed and evolved and things like that. And now COVID is exactly the same as the flu. There's no difference in the flu and COVID. But it destroyed a lot of people's mental health because of that period of time where people weren't allowed to go out and do things and talk to people. People were isolated. You don't believe what crap? COVID. Exactly, Follow. Exactly that. And that's what's been going on. As these new strains have been evolving. Morning, Tom. These new strains evolve and the human body learns to deal with them over a period of time. Bum, bum, bum. Released, yes. That's exactly what I said, so I could see, mate. Irina, good morning. So when it was released, it was a massive shock to the system for everyone. Yes, millions are suffering, and the damage that it caused when the first strain was released was unbelievable. So many people died that didn't need to. And why was it released? We're sort of heading towards conspiracy theories here. I believe it was released as part of a plan, a part of a sick plan to reduce the numbers of the human race. For what? Earth is supposed to be able to offer a home for up to 7 billion people. 7 billion to live comfortably. Not a Chinese plan. It's more like a new world order plan. And I believe this is just my thoughts on the matter. And I'm not belittling COVID in any way, shape, or form. But there has been documents released that states that the New World Order plan is to reduce the numbers of the human race down to about 1 billion. 1 billion. Can I say it? No. Why do you want me to say it? Ta-da! Alan, good morning. I was expecting to be in the car today. Next will be the bird flu. Do you know, it's really sad that these things are going on. The Georgia Guidestones, exactly that, Si. We're on the same wavelength. We're on the same wavelength, mate. Those Guidestones were destroyed, blown up, and then removed. Woody, good to see you. So, Kim, as you are somebody that has a long-term, we'll call it a disability, I don't know what it is, because of COVID, you will understand how it can affect somebody. You'll understand the mental health issues that come with what happened. Next will be an orange man prodding World War III. He's part of the same regime, mate. Yes. Yes. It's coming up. I'm all about conspiracy theories this morning. I'm all about it. I've been listening to the Y-Files and I've been playing the podcasts. And there's so much on there that it just adds up. It makes sense. And why does it make sense? Why does it make sense? Some of the stuff that he talks about on the Y-Files, like life is a simulation, is ridiculous. It's silly. But a lot of the stuff that he talks about on the Y-Files is amazingly acceptable. Good morning, newcomers. Fuck off with your Muslim talk. I don't care what somebody's fucking religion is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Life is moving forward for everyone. And why? Sooner or later, things will change. You got the brain of JFK? That's a good question. Someone planted us here. That is another theory. One that I'm quite interested in, if I'm honest. Religion is brainwashing only if you allow it to. So, my channel isn't about religion. It isn't about politics. It's about you. It's about depression. It's about anxiety. It's about the causes. It's about working together to beat depression. Yes, I'm rolling my own. I smoke cigarettes. I roll my own cigarettes. The reason I roll my own cigarettes, well, there's two reasons. One reason is it's cheaper. The second reason is there are less chemicals in rolling your own tobacco than there is in shop-bought cigarettes. So, yeah, that's why I roll my own. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe, please. So, there's so many different conspiracy theories. And I find them all really, really interesting. I don't believe in the Big Bang, Alan. Perp, good morning. Good to see you. Where have you been hiding, mate? Conspiracy theories deepened your depression. It helps me because I focus on listening to the podcasts rather than, everything else that's going on. So instead of my mind sort of flitting from one thing to another, to another, to another, to another, I focused on listening to the podcast. I actually went to sleep listening to the podcast last night. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, removed my earpod, and went back to sleep. So, yeah, for me, I'm learning. I'm learning about Egypt. I'm learning about so many different things. The Grand Canyon, lots of things. One world order. Doctor said he was finally going to. Maria, good morning. They can distort your worldview. Yes, they can. I agree. However, my worldview is pretty fucking distorted already. And I've always leaned towards things like the Anunnaki and, all these things that have gone on. What I'd really like is for all these things that have been coming up over a period of time, like New World Order. If it's going to happen, do it. If it's going to happen, do it. Kim, that's fantastic news. Congratulations. Do I think the Earth's round or flat? We know the Earth is round. We know the Earth is round. They knew the Earth was round 2,000 years ago. Exactly that site. They knew the metric system when they built the pyramids. Explain that. The metric system is based on the size of the Earth. 42 million meters. Explain that. How did they know that the metric system was, they called it different things. They didn't call it the metric system. However, how did they know the size of the Earth? How did they know that? How did they know that a meter, not what they called it then, was a meter? They knew that it was 42 million parts of the Earth. Joe, good morning. Good to see you. What am I talking about? We're talking about conspiracy theories. So, when you look at the pyramids, can we get... would be good, wouldn't it? When we look at the pyramids and the chambers in the pyramids, the chambers were built using the metric system. All using the metric system. Which again brings me back to the same question. How did they know what a meter was? The meter is literally worked out from the size of the Earth. How does it work? How did they know? God told them. Too early for your brain. Exactly that, Si. So, 5,000 years ago, technology was much further forward than we are now. And in every religion, there was a great flood. And that great flood was a restart. It was a restart. Kim, you too. Take care. Now, my channel isn't about conspiracy theories. It's not about any of that. It was made by the French, correct. And it was done, 1 meter is 42 million parts of the size of the Earth. Gillian, good morning. Corey, good to see you, mate. You're very knowledgeable, so you will understand all this. But again, my channel's not all about conspiracy theories. It's about mental health. So how does all this fit into my thought process? I want to talk about mental health. How does all these thoughts and all these things fit into what I want to discuss? I don't know how. What I do know is that it's given me some focus. Loving my recent shorts. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. I did release one from it was a highlight from a live I did yesterday. We were talking about suicide prevention or suicide. Make sure you check it out and share it, please. Get it out there. So I don't know, other than the fact that it's given me something to focus on the last few days, how it relates to depression and anxiety. But it does. It does in many ways. So the conspiracy theory that I was talking about was the New World Order. One world. One world order. Okay. You don't oppose suicide. You should. And I can say that because I know. You should oppose it. All it does is upset the people around you. It's selfish. And the greats end up there. I don't know. I don't know. That's very true, programmer. Or pro gamer even. It is very true. I agree with you. There's too many people that use it as an excuse when they don't actually suffer with depression. What did I just miss? Yeah, it's worth talking about. Yeah. That's the thing, Alan. The one world order is already coming into effect. They're already doing it. So I mentioned the Georgia Guidestones. And they were the start, pretty much. That's where it stems from. The Georgia Guidestones were built for that reason. Joe, I have been sharing some of your shorts, mate. I appreciate you for that. Well done. Thank you. Really, really will help some people. So on the Georgia Guidestones, they say that the human race needs to be reduced. Marley's here. Come, Miles, up you come. Come on. Yeah, come on. Up you come. Up you come. There he is. There he is. There's a boy. And they will use any means possible to reduce it. I believe COVID was one of those means. It's all happening. It's all coming on as things progress. Good boy. What are you talking about with juice? What did I miss? So, what is their aim? Let's talk about this New World Order. What is their aim? Their aim is to reduce the population to around 1 billion. Talking about the Holocaust. Okay. That's a touchy subject that I don't really want to get into. It's something that's fucked up. So I'm not going to go into that bit. They're going to reduce the human race to around 1 billion. And that 1 billion will be hand-picked. Hand-picked. How do they do that? They take the best scientists, they take the best academics, and they make sure that they somehow miraculously survive whatever is coming. And it's already started. And how has it started? COVID. COVID was one of the things that they've started with. They can turn the electric off. Yes, they can. But they're pushing solar power. Why would they do that? Why would they push solar power if they were going to? Yes, very, very similar, Corey. Again, something that I've already touched on today. And the reason it was so devastating is because our immune system wasn't prepared. Yes, because it's green and readily available. But why would they promote solar power if they wanted to do something like cut off the electric? They can't really do it. So they released COVID. Humans' immune system wasn't prepared. Thousands upon thousands, if not millions, died. No, it doesn't work off grid without battery pack. That's true. Many people do have batteries. Batteries is something that I was looking into. I didn't get them, but I was looking into it. Why did they die? Because over a period of years, our immune systems have been suppressed in one way or another. So when we were exposed to this new strain of flu, COVID, it wiped out all the weak people. It wiped out all the people that had issues, health issues. Fuck, it nearly wiped me out. Global warming. Oh, I don't know about it being a hoax. I don't know about it being a hoax. You just want to tax us more. Yeah, Gillian, that's my point. we lost loved ones. So although I'm talking conspiracy theories and COVID, my initial point is how COVID affected us with depression. What health issues did I have? I had the vaccine that caused me to have a stroke. So we were all isolated. We didn't have contact with our loved ones. We would only be allowed to see them through the window unless they were in your bubble. How many people do we think couldn't cope with that isolation and decided to remove themselves from the world? How many people? Because of isolation, because they couldn't cope. It was actually a woman who's okay. So it's going off topic again here, but there was a woman that had cervical cancer back in the 50s. She was working the fields, black woman. It's not relevant to anything what colour she was. It's not relevant. Apart from they took a sample of her cervix and from the tumour, and every attempt to store cells before that had failed. The cells died. Hers didn't. Hers didn't die. They doubled in size. Daily, they kept doubling and doubling and doubling. And they were distributed to anybody that wanted them free of charge. And those are the cells that they used to create the COVID vaccine. However, were those cells used to create COVID? That's a good question. We'll never know. We'll never know. But it was all down to that one person whose cells didn't die. Sprinkles, good morning. Well done, mate. Good effort. Good effort. Dream on McDuff. So let's talk about how the isolation of COVID made things worse. How it made. We do follow. I need to get back out there. I'm not quite ready for that. My focus isn't right yet, but we do need to get back out there. If you was here yesterday on my afternoon live, you would have heard me talk about something that I'm not going to talk about today. And it was pretty detrimental to my well-being. But I'm here and I'm still doing what I do. So I found that during COVID, I was able to get out and do what I do. I went to work. I worked hard. I faced every day. I came home and I enjoyed the peace and quiet. Okay, so yesterday, Folo, I went live in the afternoon and I talked about something different. But again, I'm not going to go into it now. COVID was a blessing for you. So, Corey, that's a different one to what I'm talking about. The one I'm talking about was HELA, Hella, which came from 1950 something. Interesting. Those glasses do something to you. Look at you. Starry, good morning. It was at the end of COVID, or the end of the isolation part of COVID, that my life took a downturn. Welcome back, Rico. What's my favourite film? Convoy. I've always suffered with depression. Over 20 years of depression. But COVID was a different beast. I enjoyed there being nobody around. It was nice that I didn't have anyone around. No, I don't like football. But when the restrictions were lifted, I was working in Exeter and I'd had the COVID jab 2 weeks previous. And I was actually at work when the stroke started to happen to me. And it was kind of scary. I couldn't string a sentence together. I couldn't explain what I was trying to say. I couldn't remember the name of something. When I lost my peripheral vision, I thought it was a migraine. I felt sick. So I got in the car and I drove home thinking, I've got a migraine coming. And when I got home, I tried to ask Leanne to put the kettle on. I needed a coffee. But I couldn't say the word kettle. I couldn't think of the word kettle. I didn't know. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Thanks, Alex. So I'm trying to say to my wife, I had one, and that's what caused my stroke. I'm trying to say to my wife, trying to put the kettle on, and I'm pointing at it. Do you want to, put the I couldn't say the word. I didn't know what the word was, and it didn't make sense. So I lay on the sofa, on a couch, feeling sick. My head was literally just fucking throbbing. And she called an ambulance. Nikki, no! Hello, Nikki. And the ambulance arrived 2 hours later. Took me into a hospital. I was there overnight. I went and saw a stroke specialist the following morning. And it sort of ruined everything from then on. I went back to work. And I worked hard, knowing what had happened. To a point where we moved, and for some reason, depression took over. I needed an operation on my shoulder, which I had done after 2 years of waiting. But from me closing my company down, closing my business because of my shoulder, to me having the operation, I went through 2 years of being stuck at home, not being able to go to work, not being able to do the stuff I wanted to do, and it was getting gradually worse. So I went and the first year of not being at work, I went and I was just tinkering with the tractor, and I restored the tractor. Which was good for me. It kept me busy. It helped my mental health. It stopped me from spiraling. What company did I have? My own plastering company. I'm a lime specialist, so I used to work on anything from the 11th century up to modern day buildings. So doing the things that I was doing was really good for my mental health. It helped me. It stopped me from spiraling out. However, when my dad passed away just over a year ago, the spiral started. And it took me 10 months to get out of that spiral, or to start coming out of that spiral. And I was doing really well. And then just over a week ago, actually, no, a week ago today, my mental health took a massive downturn. Massive downturn. And I've spent the last week trying to get myself back together. Yesterday, we got out and about. You guys and me, we got out and about. And it was a massive boost for me. It really helped me, being outdoors, looking at stuff that I love to look at. And today I feel great about it. However, things happen that can change the way you think. And why does it happen? Why does one little thing change everything that you think about? It doesn't matter what that thing is. What do I think about cannabis? If it helps you, then great. Do what you want to do. Everything is okay in moderation, I guess, within reason. So now I find myself sitting here talking to you guys about conspiracy theories, because I've been listening to the Y-Files and conspiracy theories. It changes your way of thinking. I thought about going for a hair transplant. No, I haven't. My way of thinking is, if it's going to happen, then make it fucking happen. I don't want to be thinking about it happening. I don't want to be worrying about it happening. I don't want to be worrying about what's going to happen. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. And then we can stop worrying about what's going to happen. Is my camera blurry or is it my eyes? It's my camera. Okay. Yeah, it's my camera. There we go. Is that a bit better? What shirt is what? This one or this one? That's a t-shirt. This is a shirt. The olive one. Rico's Roughnecks from the film Starship Troopers. That is blurry to me, but it's better now. It's clearer. What was I saying? I can't remember. Yeah, if it's going to happen, just do it. Make it happen. Don't do these things gradually. Just fucking do it. Bang, done, finished. Because it's related, Alan. It's related. Ethan, good morning. What's the law with guns? I don't know, mate. They are pretty extreme. Sprinkles, if you was to write that book, I would 100% read it. Yeah, do your worst. Make it done. Make it happen. Make it happen. If it's going to happen, let's just face it. people like me will not survive it. The weak won't survive. People will be handpicked. I don't support any club. Adam, good night, mate. It never has an answer. That's very true. There's never an answer, but that's because we don't know the answers. Holly, welcome. And why don't we know the answers? Because all the answers have been hidden. They talk about the pyramids and mummies and tombs. Not one mummy has been found in a pyramid. Not one. There you go. There's a prescription. Why would they keep 1 billion pawns? Very true. They don't want the pawns. They want the scientists. They want the mathematicians, all that sort of, the engineers. Stop flooding my fucking chat. Thank you, dickhead. There we go. That's you done. Do, 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 do. Money drives all science. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I like stuff about Egypt. I like stuff about ancient civilizations. It's really interesting. Shit your pants. Not today. Fucking trolls. What is wrong with these people? It's stuff that I find interesting. You might not. You might not find it interesting at all. It's not something I've looked into, mate. Not yet. There's also Yaim will know about this. There's also the Book of Enoch, and it's religious. But Yaim will know all about the Book of Enoch, or books, shall we say. Brainless Warren, good morning. Why are we talking about religion? We're not. We're talking about conspiracy theories and things like that. Book of Wisdom. Yes, Corey. Yes. But did he? Did he? Or did he walk with an alien race? Sprinkles, yeah, I sort of agree. However, because of the things he talked about, they said it was blasphemy. Yeah, exactly that, Jan. I don't even know who that is, Corey. Religion is conspiracy. Yes. Yes, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. And that's why I don't do religion. I'm I find religion very, very interesting. So I love learning about religions, different religions. But learning about a religion um, and following a religion are two different things. I'm not a religious person in any way, shape, or form. Do I believe in God? I don't know. It's hard to believe in something that you can't see, you can't touch. Make your own religion. I don't know about that either. Because my religion would be to live life, enjoy it, um, fuck the haters. That would be my religion. That's where the Bible comes from. Never mind, follow a religion. Good answer. Do I have a girlfriend? No, I have a wife. That is a good religion. Nature. Follow nature. Do what nature allows you to do. Just have a little bit of common courtesy with it. A bit of common sense. Boom, 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 boom. Anunnaki stories from Zechariah. Okay. My home needs updating and condemned. No, it doesn't. It needs work, but it doesn't need condemned. It doesn't need updating. Not really. Maldoom, good to see you, mate. I love nature. I love being out in nature, but I also love archaeology and engineering. Fun, good to see you. Loads of nature left. Loads of it. Everywhere you go, there's nature, especially where I live. It's beautiful, mate. Sun's shining. Getting out in nature, walking in the grass, dancing naked in the moonlight. All these things that we can do. Why don't we do it? Donald Trump, what do we think? Someone shooting. I don't mean that. Yeah, it's because we've gone over 1,000 subs. Yeah, why talk about him? Alan was joking. I feel happier today than I felt in a long time. And I don't know why. Joe, good morning. No, she didn't. She said dickheads. Why do I feel better today? Nothing special happened last night. Um, something awful happened yesterday that I'm not going to go into. Yet today, I feel happier than I felt in a long time. Why? Because yesterday I got out. Yesterday I did something that I thoroughly enjoyed. I farted. Last 2 days have been good for you. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. Today, I've got plans to do things at home. You hate England. I love England. It wasn't even a three, mate. Yeah, I'm disappointed as well, Jan. I agree with you. It's probably a week too. I've got plans. I've got things that I want to do. Um, things that I want to try and do. Things I want to make. I look around and I see things like this. It's two planks of wood making a shelf. Two planks of wood. My workbench out in the garage is made from scaffold planks. The shelves upstairs that are made out of fucking bits of logs. I've got a whole kitchen that needs doing. Straw and clay. Build one out of cob. Black wavy shelves. I want to get. I've always been in that phase. I've always been repair stuff and make stuff and using my hands. It's all I've got. It's all I am. Alex, take care, mate. See you soon. Thanks for joining us. Making stuff is what I'm all about. So that's what I want to do. So I've got these plans going through in my mind. I'd like to make my own worktops for the kitchen, and I want to make it out of biscuits, logs. I call them biscuits. I don't know if that's what everyone else would call them. Cookies, biscuits. So you cut a log into sections, each section a certain depth, line them up and pour epoxy over them. Rings, yeah. I call them biscuits or cookies. So each ring, each cookie will sit side by side, pour epoxy over and let it dry and set and solidify. And that will then become my worktop. I would love to do it. I would love to do it, but I can't. I can't do it at the moment. But one day I will. Art worktop. So there's so many things that I want to do. Or I could just get some scaffold planks. I could sand the fuck out of them and seal them and make worktops. Why not do that? Why not? Make some napkins from logs. I sound artistic. Artistic or autistic. Somewhere in between, I think. There's so many things that I want to do, so many things that I've got in my mind. Yeah, that would work as well. I'll do. That would work as well. I could do wooden rings and polish them. There's so many things that I want to do. So many things that are possibilities. Lions, Sai, opened the door for me. So I like watching other people do stuff, make stuff, carve, create, build a go-kart. And Lions opened that door for me because I'd forgotten about the things that I enjoy. The depression sort of took it away from me, and I'd forgotten. You'll pay me in food. Yes, I do that too. So the things I've done in my career, I do roofing, I can fit windows, I can do plastering, I can do rendering. I'm a professional plasterer, so I do all aspects. I've fitted bathrooms, I've created wet rooms, I've fitted kitchens. Tracy, good to see you. So many different things. I'm not an expert in everything, not at all. I'm far from that. I'm an expert in my trade, which is a plasterer. Food and money, nice. That's a way. They wouldn't let me in the States, mate. Yeah, big up the multi-skilled tradesman. Jack of all trades, master of none. That's good, Joe. You're a professional twat. Me too, Alan. Me too. How many years of experience have I got? 30 plus. I started in my trade at 17 and I never stopped learning. I continue to learn every day. Every single day. Do it, Tom. Do it. I don't think that I would be allowed to go into the States because I've got a criminal record for domestic violence. Um, it sounds horrible when I say for domestic violence. I didn't commit any crime. So, always something different here. Yeah. I was just convicted of a crime that I didn't commit. It was self-defense. Well, Suckit, good to see you. Have I cured it? I don't think I'll ever cure it, mate. Will any of us? Was it a false allegation? No, it was self-defense. Yeah, that doesn't matter, Tom. So, a little bit of information on that. It was self-defense in respect of my ex was trying to smash a glass over my head while I was holding my 1-year-old son. So I held my hand out, pushed her back so that I could get out of the door, and I got arrested for common assault. They tried to do me for more than that, but it was just classed as common assault because I admitted to it. That was rubbish. Hello, princess. Hello, darling. How are we? We've given our powers to the government. Yeah. Joe, good to see you, mate. Yeah, that's stopped me from travelling. Yeah, I know, mate. Joe, it's easy. You wish you would. Never gonna happen. Anonymous, how you doing? Good to see you. Why don't I join Islam? Why would I want to join anything? Boom, 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 boom. You love my honesty. Thank you, mate. Yeah, exactly that, Yang. Sometimes it takes you. Yeah, sorry, Joe. Chat's been pretty fast today, so I'll probably miss loads. I don't care what Islam is. Why would I want to follow any religion? Bum, 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 bum. Thank you, Joe. I feel good. I feel good. Do, 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 do. Me and my dog are going to do something today. Something. Oh, fuck off with Islam. But there you go. Solve that problem, didn't it? Your dad worked on a World War II tank. Nice. Mate, look at this. I got gaps between my teeth. Who fucking knew I had gaps between my teeth? I don't know what I'm going to do with the dog today. I got gaps between my teeth. What the fuck? That's a bit of a personal question, but yes, I still have a foreskin. Yeah, who fucking knew I had gaps between my teeth? Fucking awesome. Yeah, I grind my teeth as well. The trolls are getting so special. So fucking special. So yeah, yesterday I tried out this fucking tooth fucking amazing thing. And it's fucking unreal. Absolutely unreal. My teeth. They feel fucking awesome behind. I can feel like gaps and stuff. Don't feed them. I know. No, when I say special, I mean they're a bit fucked up. Special. Do you know what I mean? They're a bit fucking not right in the head. Thank you, Funny. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's lots of people want it mutilated, mate. They have done for a long time. Yeah, don't feed. Just play with them. I need another coffee. This is my second, by the way. Ah. He was joking, Joe. I'm not Aussie. What was the teeth thing? So you know when you go to the dentist and they've got that ultrasonic thing that breaks up any tartar and plaque on your teeth. You know what I mean? I bought one of them. What we're making or doing today? I don't know yet. I got a lot of things bouncing around in my mind that I can do. Can I say hi to you? You're new. Hi. So yeah, I've got a lot of ideas bouncing around, but I can't go ahead with any of the ideas until I've talked it through with the wife. No, you're not going to believe this, from the TikTok shop. So I went on the TikTok shop. I'm gonna go and get it and show you. Let's unplug that. Let's go and get it. Let's go and get it. Yeah, I got it from the TikTok shop, of all places. I paid 15 quid for it. 15 quid. And it was fucking fantastic. Let me find it. What did I do with it last night? I put it away. There. Oh. Fucking TikTok shop of all places. I couldn't believe it. And I got it and I thought, it's going to be shit. It's not going to work. And guess what? How fucking wrong was I? It wasn't shit. And it did work. So one of these. You see that? It's called the Sonic. No, it's called an electric teeth cleaner. But it doesn't do anything until it touches your teeth. And then yeah, I thought it was going to be crap. But it really fucking isn't crap. Yeah. And it comes with like a little fucking... No, it doesn't burn. It comes with a little mirror. Yeah. And these two fucking scrapey things for 15 quid. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's fucking awesome. It like vibrates. Can you get just below you? Try to get... Yeah. So you can. No, it doesn't hurt. Well, it hurts if you stab it in there, but just using it. No. Yeah, I hate the dentist as well. I've not been to the dentist now for over 10 years. So I bought that. I highly recommend it. Fucking highly recommend it. It's fantastic. I will be using it regularly. No, it doesn't hurt. DNL, what's DNL? I eat fuck loads of sugar, mate. I just brush my teeth. I smoke crack. No, I don't smoke crack. So my teeth are crooked, and the reason for that is because I grind my teeth. So that tooth has ground that tooth away. Can you see that? But that tooth, there, that one, has had a root canal done. And because I grind my teeth in my sleep, that tooth is now pushing against the tooth next to it and making it loose. So at some point I'm going to lose a fucking tooth. But I've got all my own teeth. Do I sleep with my mouth open? No, I grind my teeth. So like that. Yes, 24 hours. It is. I bet you do. I bet you do. And it shows. I can tell from your profile picture that you've got no fucking teeth, and you've got no life. A lot of bored people, I know. Hey ho. I've lost one. Actually, I've not lost it. It's not in my mouth anymore. It's upstairs in my drawer. Right there. But, really silly thing to say. I've got all my own teeth and I've got no fillings. So, you know, that's because teeth aren't bones. They're not bones. Next to my divorce papers. I haven't seen my divorce papers since I got married to my current wife. No, it's just the back molar. So I had an abscess at the back of my mouth, and it caused my tooth to become loose. I went to the dentist. I say that I've never been to the dentist in over 10 years. I have, just not for dental hygiene. So I went to the dentist. They gave me antibiotics. That was all they did, and sent me on my way. Took the antibiotics. I was hoping it was just going to take the tooth out, but they didn't. Took the antibiotics. The abscess went away. The tooth was left loose, so I pulled it out. We don't have that here, mate. I'm in the UK. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, Tom. Fun's a good one. He's not a troll. I need coffee. Oh. I need coffee. So yeah, I've got all these plans of things that I want to do, and I can do them, but I need to talk it through with the wife first before I do it. Do you want? Yeah, we don't have it in the UK, mate. Well, we do, but not like they do in America. Ugh. Finger slip checking it. Yeah, not much, but they're not bone. What plans do I have? So I've got a kitchen that needs doing. The wife wants stuff done in the bathroom as well. There's so many things that need doing. No, you don't. You just time the person out and it automatically removes the comment. Pepper spray will work. I didn't have braces, and I wish I had, because that tooth there is slightly askew. Slightly askew. And if they'd straightened it out. Why do you sniff your fingers after scratching your balls? I don't know. Just don't do it after scratching your ass. What the fuck is going on today? What's going on? I've completely lost my my train of thought completely. It's gone. I don't know what I was fucking planned on talking about today. All the things that I have been talking about have just gone out of the window. Don't touch your ass. Give me a minute, guys. I will be right back. I'm going to go to the toilet. I need a pee. I'll be back. Hello, Molly. Hello, Molly. Oh, I really did need a pee. I made my coffee while I was there, though. Let me put this back on somehow. There we go. What do you think of the new mic? Is it working okay? Do, 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 do. Do you like it? Does it work better? Better than them fucking AirPods? Nice. I'm glad to hear it. For like £7, I think it was. £7. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I got something stuck in my head this morning, and I can't get it out of my head, and it keeps going round and round in my head, and I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to tell you what it is. Do I want to tell you what's going round and round and round in my head? Do I want to? Do you really want to know what it is? if I want to tell you. Can't be much worse. All right, I'll tell you. It's been going round in my head since I got up, and it's as simple as this. Mana mana do do be do do. Mana mana do 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 do. Mana mana do do be do do be do do be do be do do do. And now it's stuck in your head. Oh, dearie. And all you're going to think about all day now is, fuck's sake, Rob, what the fuck did you do that for, you bastard? And yeah, you're going to wake up in the morning and it's going to be in your head as well. And you're going to hate me for it. And I'm going to laugh as soon as I realise that it's been going through your head all day as well. Me too, Alan. Can you all come out and visit my beautiful homeland? Yeah, it's England, mate. It's open to everyone. Literally. I love the chef from the Muppets as well. Birdie, birdie, good. Catch the birdie, put the birdie in the bed. Good, good, good. How'd you like me now? You got a flea, dog? You got a flea? Have you got a flea? You haven't got a flea because you got a flea collar on. Animal. His name was Animal. You haven't heard from Molly today? He's over here. Oh, there he is. Comed up, giving me the side eye. Why smoke in the house? Because it's my house and I can do what the fuck I like. Oh, and now he's on the floor at my feet. Gonzo. So, if you're male and you have a pecker, you can turn it upside down and it looks exactly like Gonzo. It's true. It's true. Molly. Give it a go. Give it a go. Thank me later. The only thing it's missing is the blue hair. But if you've got hair dye, I'm sure you could arrange for that to be blue. Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster wasn't my favourite. Oh, so I'm going to bring it to an end there, guys. My thought process has all gone to pot, so I don't know what I'm thinking about now. All I can think about is mana mana do do be do do mana mana do 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 mana mana do do be do do be do do be do 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 do. and that's it. That's all. You're talking Sesame Street now. Sesame Street wasn't the same. It wasn't the same as the Muppet Show. The Muppet Show was much, much better. Yeah, me too, Joe. Me too. Onwards and upwards, as they say. Uh, little victories. Little victories. I'm doing my little victories. Yesterday I had some. Yeah, they were all kind of Muppets. Yeah, similar. My favourite though wasn't the Muppets. My favourite was the Fraggles. I am Nicky New. I am. I'm gonna get off. EW, good to see you, mate. Good to see you. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna make a quick phone call and talk to the wife, Bill and Ben and Weed, and see if she wants me to help with something. And I'm going to talk over when she gets home because she shouldn't be too long. Talk over some ideas that I've got that I'd like to do. I sound Australian. I'm not Australian. I'm English. So thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. 28 likes. Nice. Need to get them up there. Need to get them up there, guys. Have a lovely day. Stay strong. Stay safe. Remember the little victories. Everything you do is a victory. And I might see you later. I might not. We'll see. Take care, guys. Thank you. Much love.